More often than not, you will likely be in situations where you're selling a vehicle to a couple, and DealerSocket has a feature called CoBuyer built specifically for these scenarios. Don't make the mistake and assume who the buyer or the co-buyer is, because you may offend someone and even possibly lose the sale if you get it wrong. So always ask first. If you get the typical, just put it in both our names reply, explain to your customer that the way the information needs to be added forces one person to become the buyer and the other as the co-buyer, but reassure them that both people are buying the same vehicle. To add a co-buyer, you need to be inside the opportunity. Once there, you'll see 4 tabs at the top of the screen, and the one we're looking for is called CoBuyer. Clicking it will give you the option to add a co-buyer, so go ahead and click that long button to continue. On this screen you have options. You can add a new customer, like you already know how to do, or you can search for an existing customer and link it to the opportunity. This is actually the best option because it'll save you time if your customer already exists in your database. So let's do that. After clicking on the Search to add an existing customer hyperlink, you will see a search bar, and that's where you'll type the co-buyer's name so DealerSocket can check the system. Search results show up as you type your customer's name, and if you find a match, you can click on Add Primary. Adding primary just means that it adds the customer as the first co-buyer in case your dealership allows for more than one. You will notice that the tab called Connections also shows that there is one connection, and when you click on it, you see this screen. Here, it basically shows that Nelson and Nikki are connected in some capacity, and you may get to skip this step in the future should both people decide to purchase another vehicle together. When that time comes, having established a previous connection will allow you to select a co-buyer quicker. Just note that a co-buyer and a connection are not the same thing, so if there's a co-buyer, make sure you always add one to the opportunity. Now let's go over the steps to add a co-buyer who is not in your database if your search yielded no matching results. Click on the X at the top right of your screen to return to the previous menu. And proceed to add the customer just like you learned in the previous module. When you're done, click on Add Co-buyer.